Welcome back to Wrestling News CC, your home for everything WWE, breaking news, deep dives, and all the drama you crave. Tonight, we're diving into one of the most intense, earth-shattering episodes of WWE RAW in recent memory. The kind of night where legends return, factions clash, and the fate of the WWE Universe hangs in the balance. The arena was electric. The air thick with anticipation. Then, a chant echoed louder than thunder. OTC. 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 But what did those three letters mean? And more importantly, who was coming? Tonight, we unravel the story behind the OTC phenomenon, the rise of a new faction hellbent on ending Roman Reigns' dominance, and the explosive showdown that will change the course of WWE forever. The rise of chaos, a new order. For weeks leading up to this monumental Raw, the WWE Universe witnessed an unraveling. The Bloodline, once the unchallenged ruling dynasty of WWE, appeared vulnerable. Not because Roman Reigns had fallen, but because his most trusted ally, Paul Heyman, had turned his back on him. Heyman's betrayal wasn't just a plot twist, it was a seismic shockwave felt from the locker room to the crowd. Aligning himself with Seth Rollins and the ruthless powerhouse Bron Breakker, Heyman ushered in a new faction calling themselves the New Order. Their message was clear, the era of Roman Reigns and the Bloodline was over. Seth Rollins, draped in a dazzling gold suit that sparkled under the arena lights, embraced his new role as the self-proclaimed architect of WWE's future. His voice, dripping with arrogance, rang out every Monday night, taunting, mocking, daring anyone to challenge him. Rollins wasn't alone. Bron Breakker, a younger, brutal force, was his enforcer. Week after week, Breakker's vicious spears and devastating slams left a trail of destruction. There was no mercy. No honor. Just chaos. And standing behind it all was Paul Heyman. Smiling devilishly, whispering poison, manipulating every move like a grandmaster in a deadly game. The WWE Universe felt the shift. The balance of power was breaking. And fans everywhere were desperate for a hero to restore order. The stage is set, the opening of Raw. The arena lights dimmed as the show opened. The camera panned to the ring, where Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker stood tall, their expressions smug, dripping with confidence. Paul Heyman stood proudly between them, the architect of this new chaos. Rollins raised his championship high, his voice slicing through the noise like a razor. Seth Rollins. No one is left to challenge us. The Bloodline is finished. The Tribal Chief. A has-been. This is our time, the era of the New Order. The crowd erupted with boos, a tidal wave of hatred aimed directly at the trio. Then, the arena went dark. Not just a simple blackout, the lights dimmed, flickered, and plunged into a shadowy abyss. The chant started softly at first, barely audible, a whisper that grew louder and louder. Crowd. OTC. 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 The camera cut to the Titantron, flickering with glitchy static, then suddenly a silhouette appeared. The return of the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. The crowd's roar became deafening as Roman Reigns stepped onto the stage. No introduction. No fanfare. Just the sheer presence of the Tribal Chief, radiating dominance and power. Every inch the leader, every step a declaration, Roman wasn't just back. He was here to reclaim his throne. The New Order's confidence flickered for a moment as Roman entered the ring, eyes locked on Rollins and Breakker. Roman Reigns. You think this is your time? You think you can just rewrite history? I'm not here to play games. I'm here to end this, once and for all. The tension in the arena was palpable. The two factions stood face to face, a war about to erupt. The battle explodes, chaos in the ring. Rollins lunged first, swinging a punch. Roman dodged, countered with a devastating Superman punch that sent Rollins reeling. Breakker charged at Roman with full force, a spear that could flatten mountains, but Roman sidestepped at the last second, sending Breakker crashing into the turnbuckle. The ring became a battleground, a flurry of strikes, slams, and near falls. The WWE Universe was on the edge of their seats, witnessing a clash of eras, a war between legacy and rebellion. Paul Heyman shouted instructions, desperate to control the chaos. The climax came when Roman executed his signature move, the spear, but before he could pin Rollins, Breakker pulled the referee out of the ring. The New Order retreated, but the war was far from over. Fallout and future, what's next? As the dust settled, Roman stood tall, battered but unbroken. The message was clear, the tribal chief had returned to fight. For weeks to come, Raw will burn with this conflict. Alliances will be tested. New champions will rise. But one thing is certain, the echoes of OTC will never fade. Roman Reigns is back. The bloodline is ready to reclaim their kingdom. And WWE will never be the same. Backstage heat, the aftermath of war. As the camera cuts backstage, tension lingers in the air like smoke from a battlefield. WWE locker rooms are usually a place for camaraderie, but tonight? It's a war zone. Roman Reigns, sweat dripping, eyes burning with determination, paces silently. His lieutenants, the Usos, stand nearby, exchanging grim looks. Jimmy USO. Roman, they came ready. Rollins and Bron ain't playin' around. Heyman's moves. Man, that's some serious betrayal. Roman Reigns. Heyman always had his angle. But this? This is war. And I'm not just fighting for the title. I'm fighting for the legacy of the bloodline. For our family. Cut to Seth Rollins, still in his golden suit but looking less confident than before. Bron Breakker towers behind him, arms crossed, eyes cold. Paul Heyman, smirking. Legacy. Family. That's weakness. This is the new age, Seth. And with Bron's strength, and my mind, we're unstoppable. Rollins nods, but the camera catches a flicker of doubt. Fan reactions, social media explodes. Cut to rapid-fire clips of fans around the world reacting. Fan 1. OTC chant gave me chills. Roman is back, and he means business. Fan 2. Rollins acting like he owns Raw. Not on my watch. The architect's about to get architected. Fan 3. Bron Breakker is a monster. I'm excited but nervous, can Roman handle this? Fan 4. Paul Heyman's betrayal is next level. I never saw that coming. On Twitter, hashtags #OTC, #Roman returns, #New Order dominate the trending charts. The promo war, words as weapons. Back in the ring on Raw the following week, the verbal warfare begins. The stage is set for an epic promo battle, because in WWE, words are as deadly as fists. Seth Rollins grabs the mic first, pacing the ring. Seth Rollins. You want to talk legacy? I'm the architect who's been building this company for years. The tribal chief. The so-called bloodline is just a relic, and I'm the future. When I walk out of this ring as the undisputed king, everyone will know, the old ways are done. The crowd boos, but Rollins basks in the heat. Roman Reigns' music hits, the arena explodes. He strides out slowly, every step heavy with purpose. Roman Reigns. Seth, you talk about the future like you own it. But you forget one thing, respect is earned, not taken. The bloodline didn't just survive, we ruled. And I'm here to remind you why. Because no matter how loud your words, when the dust settles, the tribal chief still stands tallest. Rollins and Roman lock eyes, the tension electric. Bron Breakker's challenge, the new enforcer speaks. Next week, Bron Breakker gets his moment in the spotlight. Standing tall in the ring, he delivers a chilling message. Bron Breakker. Roman, you say you're the tribal chief. Prove it. Step into this ring with me. I'm not just fighting for Rollins. I'm fighting for a new era. And I'm going to crush anyone who stands in my way. The crowd roars, eager for this showdown. The first showdown, Roman versus Bron. The night of the match arrives. The atmosphere is electric. Cameras capture every nervous face, every whispered strategy. Bron storms the ring with intensity. Roman meets him with calm but fierce resolve. The bell rings. The battle is brutal. Bron's power matches Roman's ring IQ. They trade blows, near falls, and signature moves. Bron's spear nearly puts Roman down, but Roman counters with a Superman punch that rocks Bron. In the end, Roman hits the spear. The referee counts, 1, 2, 3. Roman wins, but barely. Bron, frustrated but respectful, nods. This fight was just the beginning. The next steps, alliances and betrayals. Backstage, Paul Heyman watches the aftermath silently. The seeds of tension are growing between Rollins and Breakker. Rollins approaches Heyman privately. Seth Rollins. This wasn't supposed to happen. Bron's too focused on Reigns. We need to rethink this. Heyman's smile fades for the first time. Meanwhile, the Usos rally Roman. JUSO. We gotta stay strong. They're trying to divide us, but family's everything. Teasing the future, the war escalates. Weeks later, Raw is a battlefield of promos, ambushes, and surprise attacks. The New Order targets Roman's family, testing his limits. Roman's resilience is pushed to the edge, but every time he rises stronger. Special announcement, the pay-per-view war. The final tease, Paul Heyman announces a massive, pay-per-view event, OTC, over the cage. A no-holds-barred war between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins will headline the event, with Bron Breakker waiting in the wings for his own shot at glory. Closing thoughts, what this means for WWE. Roman's return and the rise of the New Order marks a seismic shift in WWE storytelling. The battle between legacy and rebellion promises to define an era. Will Roman reclaim his throne? Can the New Order truly take over? Only time will tell. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the epic Raw episode that rocked the WWE Universe. What do you think about the New Order's challenge? Will Roman Reigns reclaim his throne? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Wrestling News CC for all the latest WWE updates and storytelling. If you thought tonight's story was wild, trust me, what happens next will blow your mind. So don't stop now. Click on the video right here on your screen to continue the chaos, the drama, and the inside scoop only we deliver. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and join the Wrestling News CC family, where the real stories of WWE come to life. See you in the next one.